Yeah, if you're just joining me now, my name's Meg, welcome. I'm really looking forward to sharing this class with you guys. A little bit of mix of some animal-based movement practices. We'll be focusing on compression and also mobility in this class today. So fingers spread really nice and wide, and let's straight away come into just some circles here with the wrists. So I hope everyone is doing okay and feeling well and pretty energized for this Saturday morning. I woke up like just absolutely firing this morning, had a really good sleep. I think it's daylight saving tomorrow as well, which would be really, really nice. So yeah, really get out there and enjoy today, you know, really come back to that gratitude of just being able to get today, you know, really simplify it down to that in every opportunity that you can. Let's change direction with those wrists. You know, so often we can get caught up in, you know, what's happening next week or what's happening in 2 weeks. I really want you to encourage and bring into your day, okay, what's happening right now? And just focus on that, because everything before this moment and everything after this moment does not matter. Beautiful thing about movement is it really teaches you to get in your bodies as well. Let's turn the fingertips out to the side and just slowly side to side. You know, it really taught me to be humble so much, and it still teaches me to this day. You know, I will always be the practitioner. I'm always the one who's learning, always. And it's from that point that we can always access what's called a beginner mind, Shoshin. A place where we can always be teachable. Turn the fingertips back to the knees and slowly going forward and back. So yeah, I really hope you are able to just get in your bodies today. That is the intention for today's practice, is to just find space where you can be in your bodies, play, have fun, finish the class and be like, wow, that felt really good. That is my intention for this practice today. Alrighty, we're going to come onto the backs of the hands a little bit, and again, I've been doing this quite often with you guys, so if you are brand new to this, we come back to the knees like this. If you find you are getting a little bit more strength, you can come into this position and hold. For those of you who have been doing this for a little while, you can turn your fingertips in, and we're going to just do some little push-ups here. So whether or not you're just holding or working into the back of the hand push-ups, please don't put your wrists in pain. It's not about that. Please don't get frustrated if you go here and it doesn't happen. It's not about that either. It's just about being where you're at, and I really want you to meet yourself where you're at. We're going to go 2 more. And 1 more. Beautiful. From here, turn those fingertips gently back over, and we're just going to start to move through the spine in any direction. I'm going to recommend tucking your toes. So we're getting into the soles of the feet here, the underside of the feet, the fascia. No right or wrong how you move here. So I'm going to let you be pretty creative, maybe shutting down your eyes, really just leaning in and listening to what it is your body needs in this moment. No right or wrong. So you're starting to move yourself around the space. Just explore what feels good here. Whilst you're doing this, pay particular attention to your breath. Think about segmenting your spine. Got 5 more breaths here, guys, just to play around with different orientations of the body. Beautiful way to tune in as to how you're feeling today. Beautiful. From this position, we're going to keep the toes tucked and bring our bum back over our heels. Inhale, round the spine, come forward, modified plank. Exhale, sink the hips back over the heels. Inhale, come forward, modified or full plank. Beautiful. Keep moving through this. So just nice and slowly, either finding modified or full plank. Exhale, shifting back. And inhale, coming forward. We'll go 2 more of these. Beautiful. From this position, come back to the knees, and we're going to step the right foot outside the right hand. Left hand stays down, the right hand comes up, inhale. Exhale, reach the right hand to the back of the mat. Inhale, circle it forward. Exhale, reach it back to the back of the mat. And inhale, coming forward. One more of these. Exhale, reaching to the back of the mat. Maybe that back leg lifts. And finding your version of a quad stretch here. Just a little bit of a move around. Doesn't matter if you don't get that back foot. Just do you. Slowly from this position, place the back toe down and let's step into a squat. So that means you've got to step your left foot to the outside of your left hand. So I'm just going to turn to face the front. You guys can face wherever you need to. Just move your squat around a bit now. So just this sort of slow transition side to side. Maybe you stay still for a bit, doesn't matter. We're here for at least a minute. So just playing around with any squat transition that feels good for you. So what I'm noticing here is my groins are really, really tight and adductors. I know exactly why. I've been working on some single leg variations in dragon squat and getting a little bit deeper and lower into it, and my inner thighs are cooked. That was on Thursday. Today's Saturday. So yeah, so this stuff just helps us get in our bodies and be aware of what it is that's going on. From our squat position, we're going to stay here, elbows on the inside of the knees. We're going to drop the head down and lift the tush, and then inhale, come back up. So just working into our frog squats here. So warming up through our hamstrings and our posterior chain, getting everything really nice and open. So just a little bit of a different practice for today. You know, sometimes this class can be pretty full on, and I want to also remind you that we can move slow and really play with no weight and yet still get a really, really good, you know, hour of movement in here as well. We're going to go 5 more of these, I know. So you should be getting a little bit of warmth through those legs. Wasn't really the number you wanted to hear, was it? That's okay. 3 more. Ooh, 2 to go. Cool, and 1 more. Dangle at the top of your mat here, bring your feet in a little bit here, bend the knees, and just let yourself hang. So 5 breaths here, just let that go. So letting your spine decompress, the knees are soft, the head is heavy. Feel free to sway, feel free to be still. So there may be, as I said, a little bit of a yoga element to today. Definitely not a yoga class, but it all just, you know, complements each other, especially in movement practice as well. It's a lot of Eastern practices moved into one. So this is having a bit of a play, getting curious about where we can go. From this position, press down through those feet, slowly roll up your spine. So we're just going to throw in some spinal waves here. Again, especially with any animal movements, we very much move the spine in 3-dimensional directions. So just finding your way down to these movements and letting it feel good in your body. The more that we practice softening our bodies, the less rigid we become. And that also escalates onto our thought patterns, our behaviours and our actions. Pause here. Can we change direction? So for those of you that have been doing this a little while, and when I say change direction, your brain freaks out, maybe it's starting to get a little bit easier. Beautiful, let's come up to stand. And just from here, it's going to start to do some hip circles. So as most of you know, I always like to spend at least 15 minutes kind of just warming up through the body, just taking our time, because it's super, super important. So it's I'm going to go for another couple of minutes here, like another 3 or 4 minutes before we you're building to some strength work. Change direction. From here, bring the feet back together, get at the top of the mat, take an inhale, and exhale, fold forward. From here, plant the hands down and step back to high plank. We're going to hold this high plank for a count of 20. So you can drop your knees at any point. Squeeze the glutes, tuck the tailbone under, pull the belly up and in. Breathe. Round your upper back. 5, 4, 3, 2. Drop the knees, pull back. Bend the elbows, slide your chest and chin through. Land on your bellies. Let's warm up through the spine. Fingertips wide. Inhale. Cobra pose. And exhale, peel back down. We're going to do that 2 more times. Inhale, oscillating cobra. And exhale, come back down. Inhale, oscillating cobra. Now keep the chest up a little bit here. Press the toes down into the mat. Either stay here or bring those hands back. Or lift up your feet and hold for another 15 seconds. So just really warming up into that posterior chain. Breathe. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Tuck your toes, press back to a child's pose. Breathe in. Breathe out. Now at any time, of course, you're always welcome to come back to here. Take a deep breath in and stay for the exhale. Tuck those toes under. From here, step your left foot outside your left hand. Drop your right knee down and inhale, lift up the left. Exhale, sweep it behind. Inhale, reach forward. And exhale, sweep behind. Inhale, sweep forward. And exhale, come behind. Possibly that back foot lifts. Just finding your version of a quad stretch here. Breathe. One more breath in. As you exhale, just letting that foot go back down. Again, from this position into a lunge. Alright, this time again, just going to walk over to the right. Bend the right knee, straighten left. I'm just going to move that around a bit this time, just into this kind of wide Cossack variation. It's getting into the adductors, so going into this more wider squat this time. I'll get you guys to just keep going. Play with different orientation here. At least another 20 or 30 seconds. You can be on your toes, you can be on your heel. You can even open up if that feels good for you. Just feel. Wherever you are, slowly come back and bring both your feet to the top of the mat and then forward fold. Alright, so just a little warm up here for our hamstrings. From here, inhale, find a halfway lift. And exhale, fold forward. Keep the right knee bent. Inhale, sweep the left leg behind us. And exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, fold. Keep the left knee bent. Inhale, right leg lifts. And fold forward. From here, let's just do one more round of that. Inhale, halfway. And exhale, folds. Inhale, left leg lifts. And exhale, folds. Inhale, halfway lifts. And exhale, folds. And then inhale, right leg lifts. And exhale, fold. From this position in your fold, the feet are together. And we're going to now bend the knees. We're coming into a chair pose. So from here, you can either bring your hands to your heart or reach them out into chair pose. But we're actually going to come on our toes straight away into this chair pose. So if you do need to bring your hands to your heart, feel free to do that. Either stay here, or we're going to start to bring the bum down to the knees and then press back up. So we're going to start to fire up the glutes and the quads for 2, and then press back up. This is really great for strengthening the muscles of the feet too, for 3. Good, and then back up. Awesome, for 4. Probably wondering how many we're doing. We're just going to have to wait for that, aren't we? So 5. Beautiful, hold here, pulse for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and fold forward at the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Plant those hands back, step back, high plank. This time in your high plank, see if you can lift your right leg off the ground. Beautiful. Either stay here or bring your right knee to your right elbow and pause. Hold for a breath in, step back, high plank. Left foot lifts, either stay here or bring left knee to left elbow, pause. Hold here for a breath in, step back, high plank. Drop the knees down, pull yourself back, bend the elbows, slide the chin, chest and heart through. Inhale, cobra pose or upward facing dog, and exhale to a child's pose. Beautiful. From the child's pose, we're going to start to just activate now into our core. So from this position, we want to come into our tabletop pose. Alright, so we're going to start to fire up our core, and we're going to mix it in with a little bit of mobility as we start to now move into a bit more heated part of the practice. So fingers are spread nice and wide, shoulders and elbows are stacked above one another. Tuck your toes, pull the belly button up into the backbone. Now make sure you have a yoga block nearby. From here, we are going to push into those hands and hover those knees off. Coming into our turbo cat, breathe. The knees are about 2 centimeters off the ground, the belly is pulling up and in. All you need to do is breathe. Don't worry about how long you're going to be here for. That's irrelevant. Can you keep your breath steady? Notice everything about what's going on. Is there a place in this that you can soften? Is there? Do your best. What's going on? Is it the mind? Is it the self-talk? Is it you're wondering how long she's going to keep us here in this pose for? Just do your best. Don't judge the experience. It's an experience. You're in the moment. Whether the moment be pleasant, great, fun, joyful, it's just a moment and it will pass. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop those knees down. There's 60 seconds there. Well done. Bring the right foot outside the left quad. And from here, we're going to work into some mobility for the hips. So slowly using our core, float the legs up through the middle and transition and change sides. So lean back, transition and change. If you need to put your hands down, please do. If you're rolling backwards, great. Have fun with it. So it's a really nice way to open the hips up, especially sitting, which is happening a lot everywhere at the moment, myself included. So really, really great one to flush and force out those hips. Beautiful. Alright, so about another 10 seconds here, and then we're going to come back to another variation of that turbo cat. Cool. Don't worry, we're not going to hold for a minute this time. So from this position, let's come back around and find our way back to our 4-point kneeling position. This time we're going to practice what's called a contralateral pattern. So with our contralateral pattern, it is opposite hand and opposite foot come off the ground at the same time. So we're just going for 30 seconds now, and then we're going to roll back over for another round of the side bend sits with a variation. Fingers spread nice and wide, knees under your hips. Now bring your hands in a little bit closer this time together, right? Tuck your toes, belly draws to spine. Right, can we lift the left hand and the right foot? Place the left hand and the right foot down, and then alternate. Super, super, super slow. Belly draws to spine. Just do your best. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice work. This time in our side bend sit, we're going to bring it all the way up to a stand. So we move the legs across, we start to come up, lean into it, bring the back leg through, plant the foot. Cool? Then we're going to just take that back down. If you need to use your hands, please do. We then change sides. So rotate, you need to use the hands, come up, step the back foot through, land the foot. Come back down and rotate. Keep going, just in your own time. There's no need to rush it. If you get the foot, then feel free to stand up, take it back down, and just work through like a sense of smoothness here. Doesn't have to look like anything, but we move so quickly these days, and it's difficult to figure things out if we're moving too fast. And that escalates onto other things in our life as well. We have to slow it down to be able to be guided, to listen to what it is we need in that moment. Our bodies will tell us, and it's a really nice thing about flow and movement, our bodies will tell us where they need to go. Last one here. Should be warming up a fair bit, to be honest. Nice work, guys. Cool, so this last one that we're going to work into is a bit of a hip mobility one, and this is where the block comes in. So we're going to place the block on our back. So I'm just going to demonstrate this one first, guys. Really, really important that we keep the hips square. That's why the block's on the back. So I'm going to show you what not to do, and then I'll show you what to do. So what's going to happen, these are called cars. I'm going to bring, so I'm just demonstrating first, so just watch this variation. I'm going to bring the left knee towards the wrist, and then I bring the left knee out to the side. Now if I tilt too much, the block's going to come off, all right? I don't want that to happen, so I'm going to show you what it looks like, just one round. So we're also getting to our hamstrings here. It looks like this. Left knee to wrist, goes out to the left. I then flex the foot, kick up with the hamstring, and then bring the left knee back to the wrist and we go again. So we're just going to do 2 circles one way and 2 back the other, and then we're going to change sides. Put something on your back because it's going to help you keep your hips square. All right, good, amazing hip mobility here. So tabletop position, block on the back, eyes are down. Pull the belly button in towards the backbone. If the block falls off, guys, just keep going. All right. So from here, slowly, left knee to left wrist, left knee out to the left, open the hip, circle it around, flex the foot, kick up with the hamstring, kick up with the heel, squeeze the hamstring, and then slowly come back around. So stay on my pace if you can. Knee to the wrist, out to the left. Open, kick with the heel, and then back. Reverse it. Kick with the heel, out to the left, knee to wrist, and one more time, up with the heel, out to the left, over to the wrist, and come back. Sit back to your heels, shake out your wrists. Whew. So you really got to fight for those hips to be square, all right? It's a really, really cool one. I learned this off some guys, they're YouTubers called Breathe and Flow. Amazing work. They do a lot of jiu-jitsu work. This I find is incredible for the hips, so lots of gratitude to them. Block on the back, let's try the other side. Alrighty, so get a feel for where that block is. Alrighty, right knee to wrist, right knee out to the side. Up and over, kick with the heel, flex the hamstring, and then come back down. One more this way. Wrist, open, flex, and come back down. All right, up we go. Kick, over, wrist, and back, flex, kick with the heel, out and around, oh, there goes my block, and then to the wrist, and back. Shake out your wrist. Nice work, guys. Ooh. We're just going to do a little bit of a flow sequence here to more standing flow just to flush that out. Then we're going to go into a bit of Tabata sequence with our movement patterns. You should be pretty warm, to be honest. So grab yourself a small drink of water. That last one we did is a really great one if you sit in chairs a lot, to really get our hips moving the way they should. Okay, let's find our way into a very mobile downward facing dog. So I want you to just move it around, like make this really fluid. Do what you like here, do what feels good. Again, this is like an animal-based practice. I want you to almost think in those terms, you know, how do animals move? If you've got a dog, or especially a cat, like really, you know, dive into that creativity a little bit today. From this downward facing dog, let's inhale, lift the right leg, and exhale, bend it open. Roll your right ankle. From here, slowly bring the right knee towards the right elbow and pause. Beautiful. From this position, bring the right knee over to the left elbow and pause. Bring the right knee up to the belly, step the right foot outside the right hand. So we're going to keep that back leg long, extending into a lunge here. So try to pull your belly button off your right thigh. Nice. Bring those hands back as we squeeze the scapula. From here, we're going to drop the back knee down and inhale, press the chest forward. Exhale, lift up the back knee, bring the hands back. Inhale, drop the back knee. And exhale, straighten the back leg. Nice. Again, inhale, drop the back knee, chest goes forward. And then exhale. Now from this position, slowly walk your hands to the left, spider lunge. So bend the left knee and straighten the right. Now we're going to hold here in this upright position, so more a Cossack squat. And we're going to start to slide in a high position now. So before when we did this, we were in a low gate position. Your shoulders are now in the same level. So I'm really working in this same plane. My shoulders are not going down, they're not going up. And I'm really engaging through the inner thighs of the legs here. Got 15 more seconds of this. So just working into that leg strength, keeping it nice and slow into these Eastern slider squats. Cool. Slowly walk yourself back to the front. From this position, we're going to lean forward and bring the back knee into the right. So the left knee is touching the right. Keep a soft knee bend in that right knee. We're going to inhale, warrior three. Exhale, bend the right knee, tap the left to the back. Inhale, warrior three. And exhale, touch the left knee to the back. Inhale, warrior three. Exhale, tap. Inhale, warrior three. You guys are doing really well. Exhale, tap. Cool. Inhale, warrior three. And exhale, tap. From here, bring the left foot out to the side, about 45 degrees. I'm going to do some little toe lifts here. So we're just tapping that big toe down on that left leg. We're going to go for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold the leg up. Bring the leg out to the side now and hold here for 5, 4, 3, 2. Slowly bring that left knee up to waist height. Nice work, guys. Take an inhale and exhale. Extend to your degree. So pushing the back heel. Don't think about this transition too much. Take a breath in and either placing both feet on the ground or try to keep that leg out. We're coming all the way down to the ground and we're coming to our first compression work. It doesn't matter how you got down to the ground. So a little bit of single leg work there, guys. So from this position, and you should be used to doing single leg work with me. So again, it's just about giving it a go. We're going to start to fire up our core. So keep the belly drawing in towards the backbone, loosen those hands. Take an inhale and exhale, low boat. So inhale, start to do some compression tucks, and exhale, come back down. Inhale, and exhale. Good. Inhale, and exhale. Inhale, and exhale. Good. Inhale, and exhale. Nice. Inhale, and we're going to hold here in this hollow body. Belly to spine, either holding here, or if you really want to, hold here. Breathe. Belly to spine, every vertebrae is on the mat. Four, three, two, one. Bring your knees in. We're going to rock and roll all the way over into a low plank. That means bend elbows. So do your best to, when you feel ready, cross the ankles, plant the hands down, maybe step or jump back. Inhale, cobra or up dog, and exhale to your down dog or child's pose. 3 breaths. Breathe in, breathe out, move it around. Stay in a child's pose, doesn't matter. Take your mind out of where you think you might be going. It's irrelevant right now. Cool. From here, left leg squeeze up, breathe in. Exhale, bend and open and rotate the ankle. Slowly bring your left knee towards your left wrist and pause. Over to the right wrist and pause. Up to the nose. And then flex the foot and step it outside with the left hand. Now, as you do this, you might want to walk that foot in a little bit. Setting up for this sort of runner's lunge position. The back leg is strong. I'm pushing down through my left heel a lot, pulling the belly button off the thigh. Hands go back, take an inhale, and then exhale, drop the knee down. Good. Inhale, crack open the heart to your degree. And then exhale, press out of the back foot. Find that arrowhead lunge. 2 more times. Inhale. And exhale. And inhale. Good. And exhale. So from here, press through that left foot. Let's find those low Cossack slides again. So just sliding across here. So super, super, super smooth. So I've got 30 seconds of these. Don't worry, I do have a timer on. I need to really strengthen your legs here. So as I push through the heel, I then work to a straight leg. So my quads are on, my kneecaps are lifted. Alrighty, so slowly making your way back, left toes face forward. Turn the back foot. Take your time, we're going to lift the back knee into the left knee. So right knee is touching back of left knee. Take an inhale and exhale, warrior 3. Inhale, curl and tap. Exhale, warrior 3. Don't worry, I'm only doing this once, everyone. Inhale, curl. I know you're loving it. Curl and tap. And exhale, warrior 3. Inhale, curl and tap. Exhale, warrior 3. Inhale, curl and tap. Exhale, warrior 3. Stay in this warrior position or fall like I'm doing. Bring the leg out 45 degrees and then tap the big toe down with the right foot for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. You guys all know I love my single leg work. 3, 2, I missed 1, 2, and 1. Bring the leg out to the side, possibly open up that right hip for 5, 4, I know, 3, 2, rotate it around. Bring the right knee up, take an inhale. Exhale, extend. Just do your best to use a chair, use whatever you need. Slowly bend that left knee. However you get there, come down to the ground. Back up to this position, our second set of compression work. Take an inhale and exhale down. Inhale up and exhale. If you would like to, you're welcome to try a crocodile snap. So tap and then back down. Tap and then back down. 8 more. So wherever you are is perfect. This is a timing thing. Don't worry if you don't get it. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hug the knees into your chest. Find a happy baby. Woo! Oh, goodness. Now the legs are going to cook with what we've got next. So it's going to be really nice to come onto your hands. Spend 5 breaths here in your happy baby. Pause. I hope you guys are having fun. Single leg work is just phenomenal. I cannot, it's changed my life. It really has. I know that sounds ridiculous, but you get so much more bang for your buck out of it, and you really work all your stabilizers. And you don't need to do much of it as well. It's not about huge repetitions, is what I'm sure you can experience. You should have been able to feel that. Let's rock and roll up too. Seated. Okay. Great. So before we go into the next section, we're just going to do a little bit of straddle to butterfly breathwork mobility for, I don't know, maybe the next 2 minutes. So we're going to take an inhale and exhale fold. Just have a look. Inhale up and exhale fold. Inhale up, soles of feet together, exhale fold. Cool. Join in. Inhale and exhale. Keep going. It's not about forcing it, just let it be fluid. Enjoy this space before we move into the next bit. Make sure you stay with me for the next bit. Don't leave. Not yet. This is where the fun begins. If you didn't already have fun on that section. So you can see how the practices kind of merge with each other, right? It's just about having fun with it, creating space in the body, just letting the body move more naturally. But strength is a big part of it, you know. It doesn't matter if you didn't get any of that, or some of it, or whatever. It's not about how it looks, it's about how it feels in your body. And I want you guys to remember that, you know, of course, the things that we are shit at, the things that we suck at, are usually the things that we've never done before. We're new at it. It's going to be weird, it's going to be awkward. Great. Let it be weird and awkward. And then do it again and again and again. Last one. Okay, that should have felt good. Alrighty. So, we've got a few little movement patterns to finish. Your heart rate is going to fly. So we are most definitely warm. Just do your best. Okay, we're not here for long, I promise. The first one that we're going to work through is a kick through. Okay, this one is a rotating kick through. All right, so when we do a rotating kick through, we're going to go nice and slow. We're in this cat position that I demonstrated before. I just want to show you first. I want you to go slow. So as I'm in this cat position, my knees are off. I lift my left hand and I keep my right hand on the ground and I kick my right foot through. And then I come back to turbo cat position, lean to the left, kick the left foot through to the right, kick with the heel, and then twist, okay? So that's where we're going. We're going to go in 10 seconds, all right? And then we're going to mix that with just a cat crawl. All right, guys, we're going to go in 4, 3, 2, 1. Super slow. So twist, flex the foot and kick, come back to turbo cat. So take your time. So it's just getting a feel for the pattern. I want you just to do your best here. So this little last bit of the class is to predominantly get that heart rate up. Cool? So if you've got it, you can start to move a little quicker. We've got 30 more seconds to go. Oh, really great one for working through the whole body. But it's predominantly also the spine and this lateral movement. 15. Just do your best, rest if you need to. 5, 4, 3, 2, to the back of your mat, we are going to cat crawl. So just forward and backward. Should be cooking. We're not here for long, we're only in the cat crawl for another 20 seconds. So just forward and back, fingers are spread wide. Contralateral pattern, knees stay low. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause. Breathe. Maybe you roll your wrists. I'm on my wrists a lot. Maybe you just give them a roll. This is not about pushing through this stuff, okay? It's very much about doing what you can and not judging the process, okay? Super important. Okay, so we have our second part of the movements. We've only got 4. Okay. So this one that we're going to work through is a long kick through. It's an ipsilateral pattern where it plays with the brain a little bit more. So we go to the same side. I'm going to show you from the front, okay? So it looks like this. Fingers are spread nice and wide. I sink my hips back over my heels. Left foot sets outside left hand. From this position, I can lift off my left hand and reach it forward. Bring the right knee into the nose, and then I flex the foot and kick it through. I've then got to tuck into a little ball to come back. So chin tucks in, knee comes up, I step back, and then you can come back into a squat to give a little bit of pressure off the hands. We then come through again, right foot outside right hand, lift the right hand up, come through, kick through, round, and step back, and you can pause in a squat. So if you need that extra break, pause in a squat. I won't be, I'm just going to come back to my heels. But we're going to go 1 minute, nice and slow, in 4. And then we've got some compression work, 3, 2, and 1. Left foot outside left hand, tuck into a little ball, kick the right foot through, and then come back, either pausing in a squat or not, your choice. Right foot outside right hand, curl up, kick through. So just keep going in your variation. For some of you, you've been doing this one for a while. So if you would like to start to put a jump in here, you can do that by jumping up and then kicking the leg through. You've got 25 seconds left. Really great way to start to practice learning handstand, if that is something you would like to learn. Gets you confident, getting the hips over the shoulders. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come onto your back, grab your block. Talking of compression, we're going to place the forearms on the block, coming into a hollow body hold, and then we're just going to rock. So we're doing our best here to rock up and down the spine. Just got 20 more seconds. It's hard. 10. Keep pushing the block with your forearms and your quads. Time. Whew. Really nice work, guys. Okay. We've got one more pretty much on our hands. I'll give you a wrist a shake. Again, don't worry if you're only doing 20 seconds. That's perfect. Maybe next time you do this, because you can play these videos back, you might get 30 seconds. I promise you the wrist will get stronger. All right, we've got our crab touch. I love this one. So this is a rotational movement again. So again, really, wow, let me try that again. So we're really enabling ourselves to twist our spine and getting to our glutes serratus as well, and our QLs. So we also strengthen the triceps and the delts. So what it looks like is this. I'm going to come up, and option 1 is to touch the knee. Now, if that doesn't work for you, you're totally fine to come down and do a cross crunch. If you are done being on your hands, come down here, work a cross crunch instead. But feel free to please give this a go if you can. Arms are straight, lift you up, you'll either touch the knee or touch the foot. Alright, so That's it there. The next one we're going to go into, we're just going to go into it. I'm not going to demo it because otherwise your head will go, oh my goodness, what's next? I don't want to do that, so I'm not even going to bother showing you. We are going to go in 10 seconds for these crab touches. Fingers spread nice and wide. Your fingers will face wherever they need to, whether it's back or forward. Mine go forward, but again, I'm used to swinging my hands a lot. So you find what suits you. 3, 2, 1. Either reach across, touch the opposite knee. I want you to push through those heels though as well, so you're getting into your hamstring. Hamstring, just doing your best. So big compression. Maybe try to straighten that leg. And again, looking for fluidity, smoothness, the best you can. This is why I say get your kids involved. They love this stuff, right? It's really nice to share this stuff with your little ones as well. I encourage you to do it as well. Guys, we're nearly there. 15. Oh. 3, 2, 1. Okay, don't think about it. Feet out to the side. Point the toes, squeeze the quads. We're going to lift. We've got 30 seconds of straddle lifts. Really great for compression work. Amazing if you sit at a desk. Now stay with me. 15 seconds left. Just do your best. It's getting too much. Bring the legs down in front. Do a single leg raise. Right, please work with what works for you. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. One more. So we're just going to combine some flow. All right. So this last one, you can sort of. I'm going to sort of move probably between a monkey, maybe a cartwheel, a cat crawl. You can just stay if you want to in like a low gait walk. Okay. So you can just move around like this squat pattern. Right. If your hands are cooked, I want you to stay here. If you want to play with different movements, then you can maybe use your hands, come into like a monkey crawl, right? Maybe you play with a low cartwheel. Depends on your space, okay? I'm just going to be moving around. You can either watch the camera or not. I prefer you don't. I just want you to play around with that. But if your hands are cooked, I really want you to play around in these low gait squat positions. You'll notice that I'm really unrigid, right? I'm just playing around in low space. We get so used to moving around in the same movement. You're very warm, you're very capable to do that, but feel free to put your hands down on the ground and have a play. So we're going to go in 15 seconds. All right, and then we have one more compression after that. So last 10 seconds. All right, we're going to go in 4, 3, 2, and 1. So maybe you start off in this like kind of squat transitions, let it be fluid. As we go right or wrong, maybe you move that into a bit of a crab walk, transition to a crawl. If you're practicing your lizard crawl, go for it, your monkey. Your body will tell you where it feels good to go. So feel free to just have a little bit of a play here. We've got 45 seconds. Just play around with slow movement. Maybe there's even a wallaby crawl in there. We did these last week. Don't be too caught up in, what is. Just let it be what it is and play with the space. Alright guys, we've got 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Our last one is a dolphin plank. Forearms well done, guys, down to the ground. 30-second hold. 3, 2, 1. So squeeze your glutes, round your upper back, hold. Breathe. Belly to spine. Option, always can drop to your knees. You guys keep holding. 10. I'll just conveniently get my mat. 5, 4, 3, 2, One, drop your knees down. Sphinx pose. How did you find that, everyone? I would love to know. So I really appreciate if you put a comment in the comments. That's where they go. So let me know. Did you enjoy that? Did it frustrate you? Do you want to see more? Let me know. I absolutely love that stuff. I love it. I love this shit. It feels so good in the body. It's just a gentle reminder that we don't need to move fast to sweat. I am ridiculously sweaty and out of breath. It's not about an end goal. It never is. It's just about what we do today. Let it be just that. Take a breath in and a breath out. We're going to stretch out through our shoulders and our spine. Left hand out to the side, come onto the right fingertips. Slowly let the left side of your forehead rest down the ground. This right leg up and over, open the hip. Doesn't matter if it doesn't touch down, just hold here for 5 breaths. Really nice way to twist the spine, but also open the front of the left delt and pec minor and major. If you like, if it's there for you, that right hand can come up and over, and you can open up the front of the right chest as well. Very, very slowly unravel here, guys. Right hand out to the right. Come onto those left fingertips, peel and twist. So yeah, so please let me know how you found that. I just wanted to mix it up a little bit. I really like mixing up these Saturday mornings a bit. You know, we need weights, we need movement, we need to move slow, we need to move fast. I just wanted to share with you a practice that I love, sort of combining a bit of yoga and movement and sort of animal flow, primal movements with that. I hope that it felt good in your body. Maybe that top hand comes over. I hope that it gives you permission to redefine strength or cardio and to not look at it as that, but to look at it as movement. Movement is what we do. It is exercise is a modern day word. So when we can bring it back to these primal patterns, we remind our bodies that this is how they're meant to move. Take a breath in. As you exhale, come down. We're going to just take a moment and sit up to down regulate. You might want to sit on a block. I'll leave that up to you. Close down your eyes. Breathe in. Breathe out. I really don't want you to do too much with your breath, but for the next 2 minutes, just be. Just a soft, steady, slow breath for maybe 5 counts in, 5 counts out. No real structure, just being. I'll let you know when I'm coming out. Take 2 more breaths here. With your eyes closed, take a moment for gratitude. just for getting to have today. The ability to be in your body, the ability to play, the ability to feel, the ability to experience today with whatever unfolds. Let it be what it is, pleasant, unpleasant, joyful, challenging. Don't try to push it away. Don't try to run from it. Just enjoy it. It's a moment, and all moments will pass. Breathe in, breathe out. Thanks so much, everyone. I hope you had a really great Saturday morning. It's always lovely to share my Saturdays with you. Let me know in the comments. I'd love to know how you found that. So thank you so much. You guys have the most amazing day. And I wanted to personally also thank all of you for your support, your love, your trust. It really means the world. So thank you so much, everyone. Have the most beautiful day.